Okay, so I have been pretty severely sick for about 5 years, and it started maybe a couple years before that. I went to every different type of doctor you can imagine, every specialist, neurologists, all sorts of doctors. A lot of my issues have been neurological, and kind of started slow and then just started to decline more and more over the years. And so I never truly got a diagnosis through going to all sorts of specialists, all sorts of naturopathic doctors even, until I came to Phil. I came to Phil back in the summertime, which was about June of 2016, and I had the global diagnostic scan, and I was finally diagnosed with a tick-borne illness. And that was the first time I had a real solid diagnosis that explained the array of symptoms that I had. Because what was happening previous to that was that each one of my symptoms was being handled by a specified doctor, a specified field, and no one was looking at the overall picture of my health. And so I was on multiple medications for specific symptoms, but I never felt generally better, and I continued to decline. And so when we came to Phil, something really really clicked. It made a lot of sense. We went home and did our own research, and it all added up with what he had told us. So it was a huge ray of hope, because I was in a pretty hopeless place by the time I came here. And from there, we got our treatment booked, and at the time his recommendation was to do it in Germany, so that's what we did. It was maybe 3 months after we first came, we went for treatment in Germany, and I did the 2-week program, the 10-day program that he recommended, and I cannot say enough about the service and the just medical care that I received while I was there. It was the best medical experience I have ever had in my life. I finally felt taken care of. I could almost cry thinking back on it, because I finally was being understood. And I was in an entire community of people who weren't looking at me like I was maybe crazy or making it up, or, just sort of buying into something that wasn't really happening. I was being validated for the first time, which was really wonderful. And my experience was exceptional as far as that goes. So we carried out the treatment. The stem cell process was far less scary than I thought it was going to be. And since I got home from that, I'm at my 100-day mark today, which I'm very excited about. And I have seen some incredibly positive improvements. I'm not through the healing process yet, but I have seen the healing process start, and my neurological symptoms, all of my symptoms have been affected in some way, whereas before, no other treatment I ever tried even touched them. I can feel that what's going on inside me is actually addressing the real problem, which is a huge relief, and also it's just wonderful to be able to see these marked improvements and know that the healing is just starting. It's not over yet. So I'm very, very happy with my experience with Infusio.